Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So in my last video we did how to create your own invitations in Photoshop. Now you can still do this in Canva, iPicky, Inkscape. There are definitely free versions. I just prefer Photoshop. I have yet to find a software that had all of the same capabilities as well as the same quality. I do have the Adobe Creative Cloud that I'd use for all four of my Etsy shops, and so it's just cheaper and better for me to learn the professional tools. But today what we're going to be learning how to do is how to make a mock-up for your Etsy thumbnail for your listings, and then the next video that I will upload will be actually doing your listing. So my last video was how to create the invitation, which I'll link at the top. And then we'll have this one, and then you'll have doing your actual listing with your title and your SEO and your tags. And then once all of that is done, you guys should have your blueprint for what you need in order to start your Etsy shop. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to go up here to File and click New. For the size for my Etsy thumbnails, I do 3000 pixels by 2400 pixels high, 300 resolution. I used to do them in CMYK because that would be more closely related to the actual printed colors. You're not going to get as vibrant of a print because the ink's not going to print that way. However, I now use a script for my mock-ups, and I can do hundreds at a time, and because of that, I have to have it in RGB because with the CMYK, it just does not look, it changes the color ratios and everything looks just crazy. So that's why I'm doing it in RGB, but if you want to do it in CMYK, you can. You're just going to get a different result when it comes to the actual screen colors. So I've seen a lot of the mock-ups that people seem to use have a wooden background on that. So I'm going to go ahead and place one that I have and go ahead and put that on there and resize it. Now you can get papers like this from Etsy itself. You can get it from Creative Fabrica, Design Bundles. I would suggest that either you go ahead and purchase professional mock-ups if you're able. You can find a shop that has the invitation mock-ups that also have either one, a bundle, or two, they have the matching items listed separately. That way when you're ready to grow and offer more than invitations, you're able to do so with the same theme. Or B, I would also consider, if you're good at photography, or even if you're not good but you want to learn how to do it so you can do your own custom photography for your mock-ups for your shop, watch some YouTube videos on how to do some photography. You can take a Skillshare course. There's plenty on there on how to do flat lays, how to do invitation flat lays. You can find them on YouTube. I'm sure Udemy probably has some kind of photography course. And all of that's very, very simple. It's not very expensive, but that's all different options that you can use in order to learn the photography so that you can stage your own scenes. I do this myself because I have a fairy tale themed. I don't sell anything Disney. Don't do that. Do not sell anything copyrighted. That is illegal. You cannot even do inspired by. You can do inspired by the original stories from the Grimm brothers and the old plays that are from like the 18 and 1900s. That's fine, but you cannot do anything specifically Disney, or they're going to come after you at some point. You might get away with it for a little bit and you're going to say, oh, well, people have it on the Etsy shop. Well, they just haven't got caught yet. Nobody has Fight Disney money. So I do my own mock-ups, and I did purchase everything off of Amazon and eFavorMart to style those, but it's really just what you want to do. But let's get back to the mock-up. So we've got our background in the back. We've got the correct sizing. So what we're going to do is draw our shape, and I want to take the stroke off, and then I'm going to come over here and do 5 inches by 7 inches. My setup might be a little bit different if you also have Photoshop, but I just have it set up because this is the quickest for me to use it. So we're going to right click and convert it to a smart object. I'm going to right click again and go to blending options and do a drop shadow. And that's just going to help define it a little bit. You can move that around if you want. That's fine. I like mine about right there. And then you're going to double click and place your invitation. So I'm going to do the invitation that we placed last time. Click your check mark. You have to save that layer, and then boom. So you have a invitation mockup that you can put all of your invitations in. You can also do matching menus or things like that, because it's a really simple background. All you have to do is use your rectangle tool and then do your sizing right here of what you actually need it to be. So I don't know if you're using Cordial or Template, but I use Cordial, and so if you're wanting to do that, let's go in here. You can also overlay their little logos so that people know that this is actually a software template that they will be editing. So you can do that right there. I like to place it over the graphics so it helps to keep people from stealing your stuff. I don't do watermarks anymore just because it was harder to see the product, and I got more sales without the watermarks, which I know is kind of surprising. You would think it would be opposite, but they were just able to see my invitations more clearly. I kind of looked at a lot more of the professional shops and could tell that all of the professional places, they don't have watermarks. So yeah, you're going to have somebody try to steal your stuff. It's just going to happen anyways. It's pretty easy to remove watermarks in a lot of things. I guess it just depends on your designs. But I just got tired of fooling with it, and I like the cleaner professional look. So this is how I do mine. So once you have everything done, you want to go ahead and export it. And I had done this earlier, and unfortunately it deleted my video, so we're redoing it. So save that, and then you're good to go. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how I do my listing from top to bottom, and that way you'll see how I do my titles, my categories, my description, my SEO, which is your tags, and your title. You know, SEO is search engine optimization. That's how people find your product. And I'll walk you through how I do everything for me, and then you can make your little tweaks. But after that video, you should be ready to go and start your shop.